the CEO and founder of Sizem. Sizem is a measurement-based multi-vendor platform and a software-as-a-service solution for the fashion and the lingerie industry. 50% of humanity have the majority of sizes available in the majority of stores. The other 50% of humanity are massively underserved in key pieces of clothing such as bras and bust-friendly clothing. That is why H&M carries about 25 sizes. Now you might think that this is actually, that is a problem because the market needs more than 260 sizes. The market is about $40 billion per year worth. And if you can think, that is why 90% of all women wear their own bra size just because the sizes are not available locally. Bras and clothing make women feel all kinds of emotions, but mostly it's frustration when you go into the store and you can't find a clothing or a bra that fits you. This is Sergey. He's the CEO of a multinational lingerie conglomerate, and he suffers losses of $3 to $4 million per year by having sizes in stock and in storage that don't sell, that the market doesn't need. So the other point is women also feel frustrated because currently there's nothing really out there that helps them solve the problem. So there is a couple of market consumer-based startups that are trying to tackle this thing, but they don't really work, and this is the reason why. First of all, they don't offer accurate bra sizing. You have to do bra sizing with you have to do it with a measuring tape just like this, and they use all kinds of techniques, but they are not accurate. The other thing is they don't offer bust-friendly clothing, they don't offer software as a service, or they do not even cater to all size ranges. And they don't have algorithms that match to the measurements of the products that are actually accurate. The other thing that they lack is scalability into the mass bespoke niche. So we developed a technique which involves a measuring tape where you measure yourself in different positions without a bra on, you enter it into Sizem, and we spit out all kinds of different bras, bikinis, and bust-friendly clothing which you can then buy over us. On the other hand, we developed a small widget which can be implemented for small web stores and bloggers to provide their users with correct measurements, and we also gather data from the widget. The next thing that happens is we take the measurements and we make statistics out of them, which we then sell back to manufacturers. The other thing is that a manufacturer, he measures his products in a specific type of way, and he enters those measurements into the back end, and we have a specific algorithm that matches the measurements of the products with the measurements of the women. This means that we can reduce the return rate and we can increase the sales because women feel more secure about buying it. They know that it's going to fit. And we offer them much more, which can basically help them to adapt to the market's need because if you imagine, women's bodies change all the time. So when a woman remeasures herself, the statistic is updated. So can the manufacturer update his production according to the statistics. Up to date, this is a bit old, 2 days old, but we have currently 8,700 measurements in our database. And the interesting thing is women keep on coming back to remeasure, so they get kind of hooked on it. And the statistics that we have show that 95% of all women are actually above a D cup. Now, you might not believe this, but this is our heat map from the calculator that we have on our landing page. And as you can see, market leaders such as H&M and Victoria's Secret, they're not selling where the market is, and they are selling A to D cups. The problem is that women mostly wear bands that are too wide and cups that are too small. So when you go down in the band size, you have to go up in the cup size. And one other interesting thing is all sizes here, like where the red line is 26 inches, no one produces those bras. So manufacturers are really stupid not to use Sizem to actually explore this market. How do we plan to make money? First of all, affiliate fees for all the sales that we do through our multi-vendor web shop. The other thing is software as a service fees. The access to statistics, of course, costs. The next thing we plan to do is launch our own D+ lingerie and clothing line. Currently, we're talking to a couple of brands, such as the multinational Salon Fashion Group, which is a Russian conglomerate, and a couple of other local and and European brands. We have been featured on TechCrunch, The Guardian, and Women 2.0, and a couple of others. The team. I'm the CNO founder. I'm a bra expert, like my colleague, which is Latka. She's a bra expert too and a bra blogger. And we have 3 guys in charge of the technical development, full stack engineer, front end, back end. And thank you very much for attending.